Did you know there's a sea route so challenging that crossing it feels like facing nature's greatest forces? The Drake Passage, where three mighty oceans meet, is considered one of the most unpredictable waterways in the world, even today. Ships still encounter severe conditions and ever-changing weather patterns in this legendary stretch of sea. But why is this passage so difficult to navigate? Is there a deeper history behind it? Today, we'll explore the fascinating and powerful tale of the Drake Passage, a route that sailors have approached with caution for centuries. The Drake Passage is named after the renowned British explorer, Sir Francis Drake, who in the 16th century sailed between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Drake was not just any adventurer. He was on a mission, supported by the British Crown, to explore new lands and expand British influence. His voyages took him through some of the most difficult waters on Earth, including the one that would eventually bear his name. This famous waterway lies between Cape Horn, at the southern tip of South America, and the South Shetland Islands near Antarctica. Here, the Atlantic, Pacific, and Southern Oceans come together, creating a mix of cold and warm currents. These powerful oceanic forces result in some of the roughest seas known to humanity. The currents in the Drake Passage are so strong that they move around 200 million cubic yards of water per second, about 600 times the flow of the Amazon River. The combination of these strong currents with intense wind patterns makes the sea here extremely unpredictable. Waves can reach heights of 60 to 80 feet, seemingly appearing out of nowhere. It's not uncommon for these massive waves to catch ships by surprise, creating an intense challenge for sailors. That's why, for centuries, this stretch of sea has earned a reputation as a highly treacherous route. Another factor that adds to the Drake Passage's challenging nature is its weather. The Southern Ocean can generate strong winds, which quickly lead to storms sweeping through the region. These storms, influenced by the convergence of three oceans, can last for days, creating rough conditions. Even today, with advanced weather forecasting and modern ships, vessels must take extra precautions when traveling through the Drake Passage. The history of the Drake Passage is as complex as the waters themselves. Before the Panama Canal was built in 1914, the Drake Passage was one of the main routes for ships traveling between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Many ships attempted this crossing during the Age of Sail, and it was known as a difficult and unpredictable journey. Navigating through strong winds, currents, and icebergs presented constant challenges for sailors. One of the most well-known events in the Drake Passage's history involved the British warship HMS Wager in 1741. The ship, caught in severe weather, was pushed off course and ended up on a remote island. The crew faced extreme difficulties as they worked to survive in a harsh and unfamiliar environment. Their story became a reminder of the unpredictable nature of the Drake Passage. Another key challenge is the cold temperatures. The water temperature in the Drake Passage stays just above freezing, around 35 to 40 degrees Fahrenheit, 1 to 4 degrees Celsius, year-round. Ships navigating these waters need to be well prepared, as any issues in these cold conditions can become difficult to manage. Additionally, the presence of icebergs adds another layer of complexity. Antarctica's ice sheets regularly release large chunks of ice into the passage, some as large as buildings. These icebergs drift through the water and require careful navigation, especially during poor visibility in storms or during the long Antarctic winter nights. With all these elements, powerful ocean currents, large waves, freezing waters, and unpredictable weather, it's clear why the Drake Passage is considered one of the world's most challenging sea routes. Despite the risks, it remains an essential route for scientific research missions to Antarctica and for adventure cruises exploring the icy continent. Modern ships are better equipped to handle the Drake Passage than older wooden vessels, but the sea can still surprise even the most experienced sailors. Many Antarctic expeditions begin by crossing this passage, a necessary journey for those wishing to explore the southernmost reaches of the Earth. However, the challenges remain, and the Drake Passage continues to be a place where careful planning and respect for nature are required. Some travelers describe their experience crossing the passage as either the Drake Lake or the Drake Shake, depending on the conditions. On calm days, the sea can be surprisingly still, leading to the Drake Lake experience. But when the weather changes, the Drake Shake can take over, with the ship moving dramatically with the waves. Those who have crossed the Drake Passage know that it is a place of great contrast, where calm waters can quickly shift to more challenging conditions. So, that's the story of the Drake Passage, a unique stretch of sea that has tested the skill and courage of sailors for centuries. From the unpredictable weather to the powerful currents, this passage is a reminder of the incredible power of the natural world. Would you cross the Drake Passage? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating stories from around the globe.